Have you ever been told that if you have diabetes, you should stay away from sweet fruits completely? Maybe you've stood in the produce aisle eyeing a plump peach or a bunch of ripe blueberries and thought, I just can't take the chance. For decades, we've heard the same message, that sugar is the villain and that naturally sweet fruits are too risky. But what if that message is missing something? What if some of the most common, affordable, and sweet fruits, the very ones you walk past every week, could actually support your health rather than harm it? Recent research is starting to rewrite what we thought we knew about fruit and diabetes. It turns out that certain naturally sweet fruits can actually help manage blood sugar, support digestion, and calm inflammation when enjoyed correctly. More and more doctors across the country are already updating their advice. In today's video, I'll highlight 5 naturally sweet, easy-to-find fruits that have helped older adults feel more energized, experience less inflammation, and gain better control over their blood sugar levels. You'll learn why these fruits help, how to enjoy them wisely, and the small daily habit that might just help you feel better this week. Because no one, especially in their later years, should have to miss out on something as wholesome and joyful as fruit. Before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest clicking that button and turning on notifications so you never miss another tip designed just for your well-being. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I always want to improve what I bring to you. Number 1. Strawberries. Sweet but science-backed. There's something timeless about strawberries. Maybe it's the way they remind us of sunny afternoons, family picnics, or a dessert lovingly prepared by someone we miss. But today, these ruby red berries are doing more than just stirring memories. They're earning respect as a health-promoting food, especially for older adults managing diabetes. In the past, we were told to avoid them due to their natural sugar content. We were taught to be cautious. But the truth is, strawberries are not the problem. In fact, they might be part of the solution. Beneath their sweet taste lies a surprising nutritional power. Strawberries are high in anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their red color. These natural antioxidants help slow how quickly sugars are absorbed into your bloodstream, meaning you can enjoy strawberries without experiencing the sharp spikes and drops in blood sugar that many people fear. But it doesn't stop there. Strawberries are also rich in vitamin C, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that can help soothe aching joints, support your heart, and even sharpen your memory. Think of those mornings when your knees feel stiff, or the dull ache in your fingers after gardening. Chronic inflammation is often the hidden cause. Strawberries work gently and consistently to ease this inflammation. Their fiber content also promotes healthy digestion, a bonus as we age, when our gut tends to need more support. Just 1 cup of fresh strawberries gives you enough fiber to help things move smoothly without being too harsh on your stomach. And then there's the joy factor. Eating something that tastes naturally sweet, refreshing, and light, without guilt, is a gift in itself. Many older adults have shared with me how adding strawberries into their weekly meals, often as an afternoon snack with a handful of almonds or a scoop of plain Greek yogurt, has helped them feel more satisfied and more in tune with their body. It's not just nutrition, it's nourishment of the heart and mind. So the next time you reach into your fridge and see a bowl of ripe strawberries, don't pass them by. Take a moment to enjoy them. Let them remind you that health isn't just about cutting things out. It's about learning what supports you and embracing it. And just when you think strawberries are sweet enough, wait until you hear what one of the most overlooked fruits in your grocery aisle, grapes, can do for your blood sugar. You may never look at them the same way again. If you're still with me and enjoying these insights, comment 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's move on to the point. Number 2. Grapes. Small but incredibly powerful. Grapes have long symbolized sweetness, abundance, and joyful moments. For many older adults, they bring back memories of vineyard harvests, family gatherings, or sharing a quiet afternoon snack with grandchildren. But if you're living with diabetes or trying to manage your blood sugar, you might have hesitated at the sight of grapes, wondering if their sweet flavor meant they were best avoided. The truth is, these small fruits carry surprising health benefits that may completely shift how you view them. Though tiny grapes are rich in resveratrol, a natural plant compound concentrated in their skin, resveratrol has been researched for its potential to improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body regulate blood sugar more effectively. For people over 60, when insulin resistance often begins to emerge, this matters more than ever. Imagine enjoying a naturally sweet fruit that doesn't work against your health, but rather supports it from within. In addition, grapes are loaded with antioxidants that combat inflammation and oxidative stress, two key factors behind not only diabetes complications, but also common age-related concerns like joint pain, fatigue, and even cognitive decline. Older adults who once avoided grapes now often welcome them back as gentle, reliable allies, hydrating, satisfying, and comforting in every bite. When eaten mindfully and in moderate portions, especially paired with protein like a handful of almonds or a slice of cheese, grapes can actually help stabilize blood sugar instead of causing a spike. Let's not forget the emotional comfort of such a familiar fruit. Grapes are easy to wash, simple to serve, and enjoyable in every season. A cold bowl of grapes on a summer day feels like a treat. Tossed into a spinach salad or served with cottage cheese, they transform a basic meal into something refreshing. Even frozen, they make a perfect bite-sized dessert, satisfying sweet cravings without guilt. In the end, grapes remind us that health doesn't always come in a capsule or prescription. Sometimes it's found in the smallest, most natural gifts. When we stop labeling them as forbidden and start embracing them as friends, grapes become more than a snack. They become a source of joy, balance, and nourishment. But grapes aren't the only fruit with hidden strength. Next up, a crisp, classic fruit that's long supported heart health, digestion, and steady blood sugar, a humble favorite you likely already have in your kitchen. Let's talk about apples. Number 3. Apples, a classic source of everyday wellness. There's something quietly enduring about apples. They don't clamor for attention with flashy colors or rare origins. Instead, they sit humbly in your fruit bowl, familiar, trustworthy, and, as it turns out, profoundly beneficial. We've all heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." And while it might sound quaint, its wisdom still holds strong, especially for older adults managing concerns like blood sugar, inflammation, and cardiovascular health. At first glance, apples might seem too sweet, particularly for those with diabetes, but their natural design is quite clever. Just beneath the smooth skin is a rich source of soluble fiber, particularly pectin. This fiber helps slow down how quickly sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream. So instead of causing sharp spikes in blood glucose, apples support a more steady and balanced response, something vital for long-term health. But apples go beyond just managing blood sugar. They support digestion, ease constipation, and may even help maintain healthy cholesterol levels. The gentle fiber acts almost like nature's brush, sweeping through the digestive tract and keeping everything moving with ease. For seniors, this kind of natural, gentle support is priceless. No harsh side effects, no discomfort, just the quiet efficiency of nature at work. And then there's the experience of eating an apple, the crisp bite, the refreshing taste, the sense of comfort. For many, it brings back memories of autumns past, home-cooked desserts, or school lunches wrapped with care. Apples are more than nourishment. They're a link to simpler times and personal traditions that still matter. Don't forget their versatility either. A sliced apple with a dash of cinnamon makes a naturally sweet treat. Pair it with almond butter or a slice of sharp cheese, and you've got a snack that's both satisfying and balanced. Even when baked or stewed, apples retain their nutritional value, transforming into warm, comforting dishes perfect for cooler days. Adding an apple to your daily routine is a small but meaningful act of self-care, a way of saying, "I deserve food that supports my body." And importantly, it proves that living with diabetes doesn't mean sacrificing the foods you love. Sometimes, it simply means appreciating them in new and thoughtful ways. But while apples offer steady support, the next fruit might surprise you. It's a tropical favorite, often misunderstood due to its sweetness. Yet when enjoyed mindfully, it brings unexpected benefits to a diabetic-friendly lifestyle. It's vibrant, juicy, and could reshape your idea of what's possible. Let's explore mango next. If you're still with me and finding this valuable, comment number 1 below, and let's move on to the next insight. Number 4. Mango, a tropical delight with hidden benefits. Just the word mango can make your mouth water. It evokes images of golden sunshine, warm breezes, and indulgent sweetness, the kind that seems too luscious to be good for you. For many older adults, especially those managing blood sugar levels, mango may seem like a forbidden fruit, too high in sugar to be safe. But what if that perception isn't entirely accurate? What if mango, in all its vibrant, juicy glory, offers more benefits than risks? At its core, mango is a fruit of moderation and nourishment. While naturally sweet, it's also high in dietary fiber, particularly when eaten with some of the peel, which can help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This means that when consumed mindfully and in appropriate portions, mango doesn't cause a rapid blood sugar spike. Instead, it provides a steady source of energy and nutrients. Pairing it with protein, such as nuts or plain yogurt, enhances this effect and turns it into a balanced, body-friendly snack. But mango's value goes far beyond glycemic control. It's a potent source of vitamin C, which bolsters immune defenses, a critical support system as we age. It also delivers vitamin A, essential for vision and skin health. Unique antioxidants in mango help combat oxidative stress, a key contributor to aging, inflammation, and cognitive decline. For older adults experiencing fatigue, stiffness, or just the subtle wear of time, mango offers gentle, natural support. There's also an emotional side to eating mango. Its tropical flavor sparks memories, perhaps of a vacation, a summer afternoon, or picking fruit from a backyard tree. That sense of joy, of connection to a sweeter time, is healing in itself. Because eating well should never feel like deprivation. It should feel like self-care, full of flavor and life. Try adding a few mango slices to a bowl of Greek yogurt, or toss some cubes into a salad with grilled chicken. These simple pairings provide a protein-fiber balance that keeps your blood sugar stable while delighting your taste buds. Choosing mango is a way of embracing pleasure and health at once. A reminder that wellness doesn't mean saying no to joy, but learning how to say yes more wisely. And just when you think you've discovered every surprising superfruit, there's one more familiar favorite that deserves a second look. It's zesty, hydrating, and often underestimated. Let's shift our focus to the classic orange, a timeless companion on the path to better health. Number 5. Oranges. More than just vitamin C, there's something deeply reassuring about an orange. Maybe it's the way the peel comes off with a soft crackle, releasing that familiar, uplifting citrus aroma. Or maybe it's how each section separates so naturally in your hands, offering just the right balance of juice, taste, and gentle nourishment. For many older adults, oranges have been a quiet staple, showing up in lunch bags, holiday bowls, or morning routines. But for those managing diabetes, this cherished fruit can suddenly feel like a forbidden treat. That sweet, tangy flavor once linked to wellness is now viewed by some with suspicion, too sugary, too risky. But is that really true? If you take a closer look, literally and figuratively, you'll find that oranges are one of the most unfairly judged fruits in diabetes nutrition. Whole oranges, not the juice, deliver a remarkable trio: fiber, hydration, and naturally slow-digesting sugars. The fiber, especially in the white pith and membranes, slows the absorption of glucose, helping to avoid those rapid blood sugar spikes. It's a stable, gentle kind of energy, something our bodies tend to prefer more with age. But oranges offer much more than sweetness. They're rich in vitamin C, which plays a crucial role in immune function, something that becomes increasingly important as the immune system naturally weakens over time. They also provide potassium, a mineral essential for blood pressure control and fluid balance, key concerns for older adults, especially those with diabetes or heart conditions. Beyond that, oranges contain flavonoids, compounds linked to reduced inflammation, better circulation, and even support for brain health. Not bad for a fruit often overlooked. And then there's the emotional benefit. An orange is easy to carry, peel, and enjoy. No tools, gadgets, or prep needed. Eating one becomes a kind of mindful practice. Simple, sensory, soothing. In that small act lies a powerful form of self-care. Try pairing a small orange with a boiled egg or a handful of almonds for a blood sugar-friendly snack. Or add slices to a spinach salad drizzled with olive oil and sunflower seeds. The simplicity might surprise you, not just in flavor, but in how it makes you feel. Even just peeling an orange, breathing in that familiar scent, can calm the nerves and gently lift the spirit. Choosing oranges isn't only about nutrients. It's about re-embracing foods that bring you both strength and peace. It's a quiet reminder that your body still knows what to do with whole, unprocessed food. And that healthy eating doesn't have to mean giving up what's good, it can mean coming back to it. Still, as empowering as it is to rediscover fruits that support blood sugar health, there's another side to consider. Because not all fruits offer the same benefits, and some may actually make blood sugar harder to manage. So which ones should you be cautious about? The answer may surprise you. Let's take a closer look at something many overlook. Which fruits might not serve your health as well as you think? It's a question that often goes unasked, because we've been taught that fruit is always healthy, always good. But as we grow older, especially when managing conditions like type 2 diabetes, the story becomes more nuanced. Not every fruit supports our changing bodies in the same way, and some, despite their innocent appearance, can quietly undermine our progress. This doesn't mean we need to fear food. It means we need to be informed, mindful, and in tune with our unique needs. The fruits that tend to raise concerns aren't always the sweetest. Often, they're the ones that have been processed or stripped of their natural elements. Take fruit juice, for instance. Even those labeled 100% natural. They lack the fiber found in whole fruit, which normally helps slow the absorption of sugar. The result? A rapid spike in blood sugar from an otherwise healthy drink? That glass of orange juice in the morning? While it may seem like a fresh start, it acts more like a sugary soft drink in terms of how it affects your system. Dried fruits, too, can be misleading. A small handful of dried apricots, dates, or raisins might look like a light snack, but they contain the sugar equivalent of multiple whole fruits, without the water or fiber to help ease digestion. For older adults, especially those with slower metabolism or reduced insulin sensitivity, this concentrated sugar load can become problematic. Even nutritious options like figs or prunes, when eaten in large quantities, can cause unexpected blood sugar spikes. And then we come to ripeness, something often ignored. A spotted banana may taste sweeter, but it also contains more simple sugars than a firmer, slightly green one. As bananas ripen, their starch transforms into sugar. This makes them more likely to raise blood glucose levels quickly. Again, this doesn't mean you have to avoid them forever. It means you should be aware, try pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fat to soften the effect, and watch your portion sizes. Tropical fruits such as pineapple, mango, and watermelon can also be challenging. In moderate amounts and paired with meals, they're fine. But large servings, especially on an empty stomach, can lead to sugar surges that are hard to manage. It's not about labeling foods as good or bad. It's about understanding your body's current needs. As we age, our systems call for a different kind of care, gentler, more balanced, more in tune with our biology. The goal isn't restriction, it's wisdom. Choose fruits that hydrate, calm inflammation, and give you sustained energy. That's not a punishment, it's a gift. And that insight brings us to the bigger message. Because while we've talked about fruits that help and those that hinder, there's something even more important to hold on to: the way we relate to food, health, and ourselves as we age. Let's bring this all together. Growing older is not about chasing perfect numbers. It's about how we feel when we wake up, how easily we move, how clearly we think, and how fully we show up for life. Fruit has often been misunderstood, especially by those trying to manage blood sugar. But not all sweetness is harmful. In fact, when fruit is eaten in its whole form with its fiber, water, and nutrients intact, it becomes a source of nourishment, healing, and joy. Fruits like apples, pears, citrus, berries, and even the humble melon are far more than just convenient snacks or nutritional choices. They are vibrant, living symbols of joy, connection, memory, and healing. Too often we think of fruit as just a side dish, something to blend into a smoothie or throw into a lunch bag. But when we pause and truly engage with what fruit can represent, it becomes something deeper and more meaningful. Each bite can carry with it a sense of care, both given and received. A crisp apple may remind you of a school lunch lovingly prepared, while a bowl of cherries might take you back to a summer afternoon spent with loved ones. Fruit connects us to seasons, to traditions, to family, and to our own bodies in the gentlest of ways. Across cultures and centuries, fruit has held not only nutritional but emotional and spiritual value. In some places, fruit offerings are sacred acts. In others, they symbolize hospitality, abundance, or healing. And even now, in the quiet of your own kitchen, choosing to eat fruit can be an act of love, one that says, I matter. I am worth this care. As we age, that message only becomes more important. There is no expiration date on delight. A juicy peach or the tang of a fresh orange can light up your senses just as much at 60 as at 16. A banana blended into a smoothie with spinach and protein becomes not just breakfast, but fuel for resilience. Sliced mango on a sunny afternoon is more than a treat. It's a whisper of self-compassion. Each small, conscious decision to nourish yourself builds a powerful inner narrative. I choose myself. Quote, these choices ripple outward. When we make the effort to care for our bodies with presence and joy, we begin to heal not just physically, but emotionally. Food becomes less of a battleground and more of a bridge. To self-respect, to memories, to community. You remind yourself that you are still growing, evolving, and capable of joy. You're not just surviving, you're cultivating a life worth savoring. And in those acts of care, you may find that your relationship with food begins to change. Fruit is no longer just a healthy option. It becomes a friend, a companion on the journey of life, one that brings sweetness in both taste and spirit. It comforts on hard days and celebrates the good ones. It grounds you in the present while honoring your past. So let this be a gentle reminder. No matter your age, no matter your history, it is never too late to begin again. You have not missed your chance. Every new day is an unwritten page, and you hold the pen. Choose what brings you life. Choose what honors who you are and who you are becoming. Let your meals become rituals of renewal. Let your snacks speak kindness. Let your choices say, again and again, I am here and I am worthy of care. And if this resonates with you, if it touches something true in your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Text it to a friend. Mention it over coffee. Pass it on, not just as advice, but as a gift of perspective. Because when we uplift each other with the lessons we've earned, those lessons grow in power. Here's to choosing sweetness in every sense of the word, to small steps that lead to big change, to bodies that move and rest, to hearts that heal and open. You deserve every good thing still coming your way. So take a deep breath, reflect, ask yourself, what's one loving thing you can do today for your body, your spirit, your future self? Then do it. Because this journey is yours, and we're walking it with you, one beautiful bite at a time.